jumping straight into it, this is the top best ways, in my opinion, to make money in GTA, San Andreas, the definitive edition, the whole thing. So first, I want to start with a taxi cab driver. This is actually one of those things that is far down the list because I did not have the best time money making wise. So so there's that. But you do this, you get a bonus of 500 every 5 rides you actually complete. So I did up to, I want to say up to 10, I believe, and then I cut it off. I kind of got bored, but you do up to 5 rides each. You get a bonus of 500. I should have some gameplay coming up soon. Bonus of $500 when you do taxi cab. This is kind of far down the list because I thought it would be more money with this, but it's not. You don't want to get too discouraged when you see that like tip bar meter going down really fast, because then you can make that money back with tips. Ultimately, I kind of just disregarded that and I just kept going, kept trying to make the money, and I worked there. And I ultimately, by the end of the 20th ride, I got another sweet, nice bonus. So yeah, moving on to the next one is paramedic driver. I didn't know how to get to the hospital, so I was like, I'm just gonna blow myself up. Not gonna lie, kind of like chaos, so it works for me. Spawn at the hospital. Here we have the ambulance truck. Ambulance truck is one of those things that's really, really time consuming, but I'll also show you where this is located on the map. Also, I just want to add that the taxi cab can find anywhere on the map, anytime on the day. Just grab one, drop in it, start, press up on the D-pad, hold up, I guess, on the D-pad, and you should be ready to go. Here we have paramedic truck for the next one. Again, like I mentioned, I started in Grove Street, but it really doesn't matter where you start because it's always going to take you back to the hospital. So basically, the whole idea of the paramedic job is to pick up people who are injured. They'll show up on the map. Unfortunately, I don't know if this is supposed to be a thing or it's a bug or something, but you have to kind of guesstimate like where people are. So there's no waypoint, and I didn't actually do any waypoints. Like I didn't open the map and try to put one because everything about this job is timed. Everything about all these jobs that I'm going to list is pretty much timed, so I didn't want to waste any time doing that. It's a lot of guessing where the people are. So basically, go pull up. They'll have a, I want to say purple or maybe a blue marker above them, and that's it, so you pick one up, you drop one off. They won't always have one person. You can get up to 3 NPCs. So that happens to be like the first round or whatever, or the first level. So they give me one. But as you go up, you're gonna get more and more NPCs, a little bit farther and a lot, and you have to make sure you get them within a time frame. Every time you pick up someone, the timer on the clock adds, so you're able to keep going and pick up more people in a timely fashion. It's gonna get more and more challenging, but stick to it. So ultimately, I finished all of them. This is level 12. That's the last level, and I got the bonus. Got the trophy. There's the bonus. 7 grand, 5,000 is done. Next, we have the invasion truck. This truck allows us to go into people's homes and basically take all their stuff in a timely fashion. You can find that truck right here on the map, as I point out. This truck only allows you to enable the mission at exactly 8 o'clock at night. So that's 8 p.m. to 6 a.m. Right there at the bottom. It tells you that's the only time you're able to like actually do the mission. For me, I went to this precise location in order to efficiently steal goods in order to play, effectively make money from this particular job. So I went down here. It worked for me. These houses are pretty much really, really close to each other, and it's really close to the drop off. So you're not wasting any time. So I was able to get over $10,000 with just doing this job. So I waited out for the clock for it to get 8 p.m. in game. Once it hit 8 p.m., I was able to just go to the first house, which is to my left. And then after that, I was swapping between 2 houses back to back and grabbing goods. So for here, I believe I grabbed a TV and I ran for this. I kind of did like, I really did like 2 houses back to back. That's basically what I did. I don't think I actually showed any like footage of it, but literally just run back and forth and you're fine. The only thing is you have to worry about like the AI, like the people actually that live there and own the house, that they may just be in the living room chilling or something. So that is something that's kind of a downside, but for the most part, you just got to go back to the same house you just came back from, basically, just in and out. So for that, like I mentioned, I made over $10,000, well, 11,520 to be exact. That was 25 items. So, and I got the bonus, so I completed the job and I'm able to move on. It's pretty fun. Next, we have the fire truck. Honestly, one of my favorite mini game jobs, side hustles they have that I came across so far. So this is my favorite one. I should have had a number 1, but apparently the number 1 is something that people really feel like they make the most money from. This is early on, by the way. I just want to reiterate. So you go from Grove Street, making sure you take a right at the club right here. This is how you get to the fire truck. I'm going to show you. So make sure you take a right at the club. Then you go down, make sure you take a left on the highway. I'm not too familiar with the map. I know I played GTA Online a lot and it should be more or less the same thing, but it's not. So you make your way to, basically I'm trying to take you to the fire truck location. It's really close, not that far honestly. And that's it. There it goes. It's right there. So you go down Grove Street, take a left, then you try to get to the highway, you drive left on the highway, and then you kind of drive a little bit, you hit it right. I mean, bunch of left rights, I get it, but this is basically where it's at on the map. If you just want just pinpoint exactly where it's at, boom, right there. Can't go wrong. It's always there for the most part, so grab it, take a job. So for me, fire truck job is honestly way more better if you go straight to Grove Street. If you started in Grove Street in the hood where CJ like mom lived, like you started right there, like you're gonna have no issues getting around to the fire truck jobs and burning, getting to the burning cars, I should say, getting to the burning cars. So basically I'm doing a reverse from where I just came from. Pretty easy, pretty simple. I mean, this area is really famous, you know, really infamous anyway. So I start here and it's a pretty like straightforward job. It's one of, honestly, hands down, my favorite thing to do to make money in the very beginning. Also, I want to do note, I shot these money guide clips not in order, so my money's gonna fluctuate a lot for the most part, but I kid you not, all the footage is here. I did it. It's fun. Like the fire truck anyway is really fun. Didn't really have a lot of fun with like the taxi cab and the paramedic, driving the paramedic truck around, the ambulance truck around, I should say. Like none of those things are really fun, but it's worth it for money. At least do it once, at least unlock that trophy, unlock the bonuses, anything like that. And for me, honestly, I feel like the fire truck is going to be something I go to a lot. You know, when I don't want to do the game a little bit, like main missions, I'll definitely find myself doing the fire truck missions a lot. I make a lot of money from this, not gonna lie. So look at that trophy, bonus, it's complete. Now you're fireproof. You can literally be in fire and not die, so that's awesome. All right, so here's a bonus. Another thing is there is drug dealers around the map. There's drug dealers. They around any time of the day. All you gotta do is beat them up, kill them. I didn't have any weapons, so I used the spray. And then you pick up the money. They always have a weapon too, so boom. Now you got a pistol. You can have like a SMG, maybe they have one. They might have even like a shotgun. These guys, I didn't show you on the map, but these guys are pretty much anywhere. Looking at my other footage, I actually passed so many of these guys while I'm doing the mini jobs. But they're pretty much around all the time. So you just gotta find one. They pretty much stand the same. They don't look the same all the way, but they pretty much always have their hands like against each other, like clasped on each other. So that's how you can find them. And you saw how they dropped a few bucks too. So, and it's always a weapon. So if you're like, oh man, I need a weapon and some money, look for a drug dealer. Okay, number 1 on the list is the inside track. I made some money from it, but I mean, it's honestly kind of boring. So, I mean, I put it here because it's, you know, it's something that's really popular within the community. So here's the location right here. It's called the inside track. Basically, you just gamble your money, you bet, on some horses, and then you win some money. That's it's simple enough, right? So that's why I really find it as fun, because I kind of want to drive around and get more familiar with the map. So you go here. I went to you don't go here, but you go to the machine behind you. There's two machines. You hit one of them, and then you just bet. So I made the mistake because I didn't know what I was doing. So I made a mistake and actually bet on the wrong horse, I believe. And here's the game. Here's the footage right here. So I bet on this. I put 10,000, and it ended up not being the one you should bet on. So ultimately, you want to do the smaller number. And I was like, damn. So I mean, spoiler alert, I lost. I didn't make any money, basically, or I lost money, I guess, because I bet. So I lost money. I didn't make any money. I didn't flip it. That 10,000. There's a way to keep doing this and making money and get way more than what I did. I think I got like, I think 20 grand, but that's just me like making what, a $10,000 profit. So I mean, this is another thing you can do. Like I said, I did the wrong thing. I had left, restarted, reloaded again, loaded into the same save file, and then I bet on the smaller number in the beginning, the first small number, and I was able to get money from this. I'm pretty sure you could get like way more money from this, but honestly, I didn't find it entertaining. Like this is kind of boring. So, I'm really a grinder. I grind on GTA Online, and I kind of wanted to bring that energy on San Andreas and kind of grind a little bit more too. So just betting and stuff on horses is profitable. If you just want to like a quick buck or whatever, a quick few thousand, but for me, eh. And then you win, you get a trophy. So that's, I mean, I bet again just to see like, if I could get more, but I pretty much bet the same thing, the same amount and stuff like that. So, I didn't really get much. I just got the same thing. So basically from the two bets, I ended up getting 20 grand, profit. So, I mean, I don't know. Again, like I said, this is not exciting. You bet money, you get money, you flip it. I mean, it's up to you. I believe there's more opportunities within like betting and casino and stuff within the game, but this is just early on stuff. This is just early on stuff. I don't even think I'm 10% into the game yet, and I've got all of this stuff done. And I think I'm sitting at the time of the recording, actually, I think I have 200K, which is not a lot of money, but I don't play as often. so here you go. Making money from the inside track. I hope all of these tips helped at some point. If you had any questions, comments, and concerns, do let me know.